Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy King J. Today I have Avatar Yaya and I have C4IQ. We're going to talk about, is fighting game community lacking content? And the context to what I'm going to talk, well, what we're going to talk about is, I basically made a tweet saying that, let me even go to the tweet so I know exactly what I said. I said there's a big hole in FGC content creation, FGC meaning fighting game community. Interview with players, brackets, how do they train, asking about future titles, can you see them playing other games is one thing you can do. Fighting game podcast is another. Reactions is another. Reviewing trailers is another. Blog sites for FGC content creators or news in fighting games. And then I also went on to say there's so much more that could be done and someone could fill that space. You don't need to be the best at a game to be successful in the FGC. You just need to think outside the box. Now, obviously, this is where you lot come into play. And, I'm kind of like a person that I don't want everyone to disagree with me. If you have something where you want to disagree with me, I would say, all right, cool, let's have this conversation like how we did today. This wasn't planned or rehearsed. I said, as soon as I saw what C4IQ said, I said, all right, cool, yo, do you want to talk about this later on? And we done it. And then Avatar Yaya was basically the same thing. So, I want to hear your thoughts on what you think about what I said. So we'll start with Avatar Yaya first, and then we'll go with you, C4IQ.
Cool.
Okay, so the truth about the statement is you're right and you're wrong. So the truth is that we don't have and it pertains to game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I could literally bring up the data for it too, because I was just talking about this last night, which was funny. So I was like, oh dang, he brought up something we was talking about in the Discord. So a big problem I see that fighting games on YouTube have compared to like every other genre, we don't have the general, the casual people making the content, right? So we lack in that area. So where the pool is only centered towards what you see is either and let's use Street Fighter because that's where I'm primarily at.
Okay.
In Street Fighter, you either see the top players making content or you see replay channels. But there's no there's once in a while somebody that come out of the blue. Like the craziest thing, this was like a month ago, or probably 3 weeks ago. But you had Russian Badger. He's one of the biggest YouTubers at 1 million. He just held the most rawest Marvel 3 video this year, right? And that video shows the potential of, and that's a small, little piece you can bring it up, but it shows the potential of like casual content can fit the space as well, right? Just showcasing the fun of the game, right? I'm not pro at fighting games, but I've gotten to the point to where like, hey, I'm making some bread from it, And I think now that I've started taking that approach on both ends of the spectrum, I start to see where it does lack, right? And I think in that case, you're not wrong. Where like people are not interviewing players after tournaments. Like I would have loved to see like like the molding of some players at the Evo, or something like that. Like what was going through their head or something like that. And 9 times out of 10, you do get like a little of that after Twitter. Like once they lose, they go on Twitter and it just be like the most saltiest tweet of the day. But we don't have in-depth stuff like that in that aspect. But when you say like people doing like the other aspects of things, the bigger channels are not collabing with the smaller ones, right? And what I mean by that is when you see it in other spaces, like Street Fighter doesn't do this, Tekken is in an ear, but Mortal Kombat, I've seen channels with 1,000 subs collab with 1,000,000 subs, and Mortal Kombat as a game, right, has so much in it. People are just playing it out of the pure love of it being Mortal Kombat, not caring about the meta of the game or how to play the game. People are just making gameplay videos of people quitting, raging, etc. And you could tell the difference. Like typing in Mortal Kombat on YouTube and typing Street Fighter on YouTube is completely different. So like you're not wrong, but in some ways there's a lot of creators doing what you're doing. They just don't know how to push their content to the scale of how I can, or even you can, or even other creators can on YouTube.
Cool. All right. I do want to say something afterwards on your point, but I want to hear what C4IQ's got to say as well. So let me hear what you got to say, bro.
Just because we started this on Twitter, are both of you saying that the content that you listed isn't out there.
I'm saying that.
I'm not
I'm saying that the content, like for example, we do have blog sites where they document the news. We have event hubs.
Yeah.
So I'll be foolish to say I'm not gonna say that. Someone tweeted me, they were like, "Oh, but we have this. We have event hubs." I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man. That is one source, bro. Like we
Yeah.
we need to have, like, what my whole point was yeah, there are podcasts out there. There are like all of these things that are out there, right? But it's like a minor few. It's not enough. And what I mean by that is, you see, like when Tekken, like a Tekken trailer comes out, everyone does their reactions. You know, if you do the reactions early enough, I will spit some game about like reactions and stuff like that, and how people can capitalize very, very easily off of new trailers. But I'll talk about that a bit later. But back to what I'm saying, like the stuff that I was saying is that there's just not enough. When I go into meetings with people that are higher up than where I'm at, do you know what they say when I talk about Tekken? They say, "Oh, you play Tekken? Oh, I remember Tekken 3." They don't even know about Tekken 8. They don't know about Street Fighter 6. They talk about the previous games, Street Fighter 2, Tekken 3, right? Why don't they know? Because there's not enough content out there. I know when I say certain things, I'm not saying things for, I want to make this very clear. I don't say these things for engagement purposes, right? I'm saying things because there is so much talking behind scenes that I have with people. I have a lot of meetings and they are saying things to me. Like some of them have even told me to drop fighting games completely. Like,
I believe that.
They're telling me that I'm wasting my time and wasting my potential. They're saying that I could be doing something a lot more better than doing fighting games. And this is people higher up in these gaming industries. Don't worry, I'm not. It's a safe space. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that. But they have told me this. And it's interesting because every time I'm hearing these conversations, I'm like, man, I really want to say so much to you lot. And when I say you lot, I'm talking about the fighting game community, because I've been in this for a whole long time, right? And when I say that we need this content because when it comes to, like, I say, for example, I know that when people think about esports, we want the money. Everyone's like, oh, the money's not great. You know, the esports teams, they all drop off and all of these things. They drop off because there's not much interest in these games that we play. That's just it. There's not enough content being created. You type in Fortnite, I guarantee there's going to be so many people that you do not know about, right? And that is one game. That's not the genre. That is one game, right? We talk about Apex. That'll be another whole load, right? And again, this is not the genre. This is the game. Again, we could talk about Valorant and so forth. There are always loads of different content in these games. With fighting games, I just don't feel like, you know, I'm going to say this and I don't mean any like malice to anyone that's out there, but I just don't feel like there's any confidence behind what they are doing. I feel like everyone is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I feel like people kind of feel like, yeah, I'm going to try, but they don't have the confidence with it. And this is why a lot of people that I've seen from the start to now, a lot of people have dropped off or fallen off, and they've just said, nah, you know what, I'll either play, or they just fallen off fighting games completely and just, you know, started a family, or they've got a 9 to 5, you know. So I'm probably like one of the few that's kind of like been able to make this lucrative, make a business out of it, and still be consistent for how many years. And this is without like no funding from like none of these gaming developers. I just do what I need to do, and I've pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed with confidence. So what I was saying behind that tweet is, I would love for there to be more people that make content. I'm talking like, there is so many fighting game content, not even content creators. There's so many fighting game players. When I go to these tournaments, there's so many talented players that I can list off from the Tekken community that I would love to see them do content. I would love to see them talk about their mindset going into tournaments. I would love to see them bring a camera and start filming, you know, what is going on around. I went to Greece. I had a little camera to bring with me. I went to Philippines. I had a camera to bring with me. You know, Vegas, Saudi Arabia, all these places, just to document how it is. And, you know, it's just to show that this type of content can be done. No one's really doing it unless someone can tell me, you know.
Can I interject for that?
For sure.
It's funny because and I'll shout him out here too, but y'all may or may not heard of Nihongo Gamer. And this was a month ago. And he was frustrated that with, you know, Under Night's coming out, right?
Okay.
And essentially nobody has done any under night content, but either there's the smaller channels obviously, but in his range of the you know 80 to 200K, the only person that made a video was Kizzy, right?
Hmm.
And he called out the under night community because what he wants, he called him out, and people got mad because he used the word lazy, but he is right because in the way is I don't want to play. See, primarily you were in Tekken, right? You can always find somebody on the queue. I come from the same area as Nihongo, where like, when I turn on the game, I might not even get a match that day. I might be waiting in the queue for like 10 to 20 minutes,
Hmm.
and it sucks because, um, in that aspect, he brings up like, yo, there's not enough content creators, and I came out and said I was like, yeah, they don't make content like that, and I didn't mean to say it like that, but I had asked some of the players, the prominent people within the scene, why don't y'all make content? And they came at me and they were like, yeah, we make content, we just don't put it on YouTube.
I
So why?
Wait, real quick, because I want to go back to like my
Go ahead.
opening bit. But
Yeah,
with
go
the
ahead.
Nihon thing, did you see the podcast that he did about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of the podcast, he did say that he said that to light a fire in everyone's asses. That's what he did
Yeah.
it for. He wanted the community to do something. But I feel with that, which will go into what we're talking about, is that if you're not big enough, it's irrelevant anyway. So if there was 1 million people doing fighting game content and they were only getting 10 viewers, we'd still be having the same conversation that no one's doing content. They are, but they're not big enough. Am I wrong? Because you have to
Yeah.
think, fighting games, there is lots of fighting games. This isn't like FPSs where FPSs, MOBAs, there's like 5 core games of that genre, and then pretty much the others just don't have a scene. They just basically don't have a scene. Fighting games, there's like 20 fighting games. Look at Frosty Faustin. Look how many games are there. So I think it's preposterous to say that there's not content there, but what it is the algorithm isn't showing you it because no one really cares about it. Reversal did an interview with Angry Bird. I know because I did it, but who else cares? People say they want that stuff. Me personally, I think people say they want that stuff, but when it's there, and especially with Reversal's quality, they just not interested. People aren't interested in that. People like to watch their favorite personality talk about something. They don't really care about the interaction thing, which I think is a shame, but I think that's kind of just how, I don't want to say like internet culture, but a lot of people like their bubble. People like their bubble. The only time they want to have conflict is on Twitter when they're saying my character's low tier. That's the only kind of discussion you have with people.
All right.
That's my opinion.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you. Like, the time when you want to spark a conversation, put a tier list on Twitter.
Exactly.
You'll get engagements. That is the highest way to get engagements. You might get paid by Twitter by the end of the month. We'll see. I don't know, because the engagements will be so high. But back to what you're saying, I'm feeling like you are right to an extent. I do feel like, the content is definitely out there. There are content creators that do create this type of content, but at the same time, I do feel like a lot of them quit very quick. Like, I could probably look at some people's Twitter, because a lot of people, when I said what I said, they didn't listen to what I said. They just posted, oh, I am doing this, I am doing this, I am doing this, I am doing this, I'm doing this. And I'm like, and then they will they might quote tweet me, and then they will add someone else. And I'm like, all right, let me go click on their link. Oh, they don't have their thing in their bio. So how am I meant to find it out? Again,
They're not good at it. That's what it is.
the thing is,
See, that's what I meant. Like when I said that earlier, it was like a lot of people. I used to be like when I first started content creation, I was like, man, I'm literally the one doing it, bro. Like what y'all talking about. But then I had to sit there and think, what am I doing wrong? And a lot of people that make fighting game content either A, don't know how to play the YouTube game, they don't know how to do the algorithm or how to title, or yet let alone make thumbnails. That's like the weakest part of our scene, honestly. A lot of people suck at that part. Like they cannot capitalize people at all from a first glance. And in that case, people just don't know how to make a video appear for those people. And there's a lot of people that are stubborn. Like they'll make the video and they'll title it like, all right, Aki combo video, right? And I'm like, okay, how's that gonna get me excited when I know in the game? If you're a person that plays the game, you'll look in the game and go, well, they have trials. Why would I need to like go on YouTube to watch that? And it's just certain people don't know how to play the game to make content appealing for the space, and people give up and quit. It happens with a lot of creators, not even in just fighting games. It happens with people in the biggest niches. right? I know, for example, some of the biggest fighting game content creators, I've edited their videos, and I flip videos from being 10 out of 10 to 1 out of 10, because FGC brain and pro player brain versus the casual brain and what people want to see, I can do that, right? So I can tell you right now, like, a lot of people just don't know how to make stuff work for YouTube, or some people think, well, I'm not gonna grow if I get 10 views off of it. But the goal is YouTube. To be honest with you, it's easier and harder than ever. Like, once you upload a video now, they give you this 10 out of 10 box.
Yep.
The first thing you see in the dashboard, they tell you your click-through rate. If it's bad, the thumbnail bad. Watch time, something you did in the video is not good. Improve on it. People don't like to improve on that.
So can we just squash that? We're not talking about nobodies. Not to be rude, but
well,
if you're only getting 10 views, we're not talking about you, right? So you're talking about good content. There's not good content.
All right, can I just say something just based on what both of you two just said? There are content creators that, all right, cool, don't get me wrong, they get 10 views, 100, 200 views. I understand that part, but you do realize that some of these creators, the only reason why they're probably getting these views is because of what Avatar Yo-Yo is saying. It's basically because maybe their thumbnail doesn't look good, maybe their title that is not great. Sometimes people will put stuff like, oh, and let's say, for example, yeah, thanks for the sub. Sorry, I can hear the sound in my headset.
Boy man, shout out to boy man.
Hey, shout out, bro. Nah, it literally, I was saying something when I was onto something, it just threw me off. But yeah, no, thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, so like their title might be Luke combo, but then really it could be like, oh, have you ever seen this Luke combo or something along them lines? So it's kind of like, let me click. I might not have seen it. But if you say Luke combo, it's like, oh, scroll down. Remember, fighting game content, well, content in general now is a lot more quicker than ever. So this is more like fast food. It needs to be quick and digestible, right? If it ain't quick and digestible, it's not gonna work. I want to hear what you're saying, because you can't. I don't think you can disagree with that, because
no, I agree with the theory, but I just wanted to say, so like we can cut out the fact from the conversation. We're not talking about those people that aren't popular on YouTube.
I'm talking about both sides. I'm talking about.
You want to talk about the people that are putting like 10 hours of work editing for like a 10-minute video, but because no one knows them, they're not getting views. You want to talk about those people as well.
Yeah, I want to.
Infinite. There's so many people like that.
But then there's ways to again, like there's people like that. But then if they really want to get out there. And again, I can only be honest. I don't want people to hate me for what I'm going to say. I'm only an honest and blunt guy, right? If you really want to get out there, you need to start talking and communicating with others and working with them. That's just how it goes, right? You can't just sit there and say, no, hold on. You can't sit there and be like, hey, look at me. I'm on this island. Remember, I've just created YouTube now. You're on this island by yourself, right? You can't sit there and be like, hey, look at me, everyone, and shout out to the sky and expect everyone to come and see you.
If you've got a personality, you can. 100%.
I don't.
When you've got a personality, you don't even need quality.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You're both crazy, bro.
No.
Aries. Shout out to Aries. Who people that don't play Tekken know about him? Man's got a green light. Not trying to knock what he's doing, because he's like when we talking about fighting games, not even Tekken, fighting games. He's one of the highest like viewed person who came from fighting games. You can put him in the tier of like Maximilian and stuff, right?
Right.
What's his quality? It's a green light.
Okay.
That's the vibe, though. That's the vibe.
His vibe.
And it clicked.
His vibe. No,
Jay, would you ever upload a video with that quality? Don't lie.
I got a black magic camera, bro. I can't do that stuff.
Exactly.
But that is a different.
Is it not working?
But it's okay. But how many errors are there? That's unique to him.
Yeah, that's his personality. So he can just shout on the island, and everyone will fly to the island for him.
But my point,
he could upload anything, bro. He could be playing Pokemon Go on a Game Boy Advance. And people will tune.
Yeah, but I hear it. But what I'm trying to say is, there's not many people. Like, you can have the one-offs. Like for example, okay, I'll give a prime example. He's the one-off for what he does, right? You've got like the main man Swede. That's what he does for Tekken. A lot of people watch him. He might not be the greatest at the game, and he might not be fighting like the top level players and stuff. But he has his audience, right? But that's a unique. That's his audience, bro.
So we're kind of outliers. We're gonna talk about the nobodies. But we're gonna cut outliers.
We're not talking.
I can tell you the truth about the nobodies, because I have a Discord full of content creators, right? And Y'all see this? Y'all know who? Y'all know. A lot of the nobodies are scared, right? People are scared to like with YouTube.
One
if
foot-
you really want to grow, they put their foot in the. They make the video and they don't go all the way with it.
One
They
foot in,
go
one foot
halfway,
out,
but
right?
Yeah, they're like scared with like the titling or the thumbnail being controversial, things like that. Because I believe, like YouTube, there's even proof right now, right? There are people that had never had a YouTube channel, right? Start from zero. I've seen people start from zero and within 24 hours get one video blow up, get monetized, and make over $2,000 in like a couple of days.
Yep.
Right? But those people that do that are not afraid to poke the bear. The FGC is so afraid on YouTube for some. On Twitter, they'll put up a tier list that's just straight wrong, but on YouTube, they're like, all right, this is my tier list.
Agreed.
Not clicking that.
I disagree, bro. I don't want
Clicking
to.
that.
I'm telling you, bro.
Clicking that.
I'll keep it real. Those people. I tried the content thing. Me personally, I can't do that. The clickbait stuff. It's kind of cringe to me. I don't. But I know you have to do it.
See, there we go.
You just
Yeah,
proved it. You just
that's true.
proved it.
But am I scared? No, I'm not. I'm not a bro. I'm not that guy. I've got a backbone. So when you're talking about these people are scared, what is they're scared of failing? They're not scared to upload a title. That's ridiculous. You wouldn't be uploading on YouTube if you're scared to type in a couple of words or make a thumbnail. They're scared of failing. This cope about, oh, they're scared to step in the door. No, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Tell me to get a backbone. That's what I'm gonna say.
But again, even in that way, that's scared of fail. That's scared of fun. That's like not trying at all.
But do you know what this? Do you know what this is like? Yeah. Do you know what it's like? Because just to sum it up, this is like going for a job interview, and then getting to the bit where you need to get interviewed, and the person's just nervous. They don't really want to say what they actually want to say. It's basically what Avatar Yaya is saying. He's basically saying people want to do content creation. They want to do YouTube. Of course, they've done all the hard work, the editing, the hours, everything. But as soon as it comes to that title, and remember, it's all about branding the video. So like once that title is there, they don't want to be, oh, this person's just a clickbait person, or they don't want any of the bad stuff, right? And that's where they go wrong. And even with the thumbnails as well, the thumbnails, like they probably might not even be great at doing thumbnails. I get someone to do my thumbnails for me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm not the best at doing thumbnails. I have to get someone else because they are better.
You're being optimal. You're being optimal.
That's the only way I know how to be. So, but it's like not everyone has that mindset, which is why I wanted to have this conversation.
On the internet, bro. I don't know what to tell you. They're not meant to be on the internet.
But you can't be that harsh.
Of course, bro. The internet is anonymous. People say the craziest stuff on the internet. If you're too scared to say this loot combo you've not seen because you're scared of what are going to be said in the comments, then you shouldn't upload videos. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
All right,
I don't know.
but if
you need to be a ghostwriter.
Scared to do clickbait, you shouldn't be on. All right, if you're scared to do clickbait, you shouldn't be on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I upload sick content, but I don't do the clickbait stuff. So the people that see it are the people that I need to see it. I don't do it for everyone. We've had this conversation about short form and stuff. I don't do the short form stuff because when I have something, I want it to be in depth.
See, that's fair though, right? But why would you spend 10 hours on a video for nobody to see it? Be honest.
If me, it's out of pride. I don't. So I think when you're competing,
but that's
you
the
have an
problem.
Ego and you want people to notice. But pride is when you have, when you feel satisfied with your work. That's what I think the difference is between pride and ego. When you compete, it's ego because you want everyone to know that you're good. But when you've got pride in your work, you need to know that it was good. And if people vibe with it, they vibe with it. But I wouldn't spend 10 hours on that. I've done like 2-hour podcasts and then got grilled by Kenzo to do timestamps. I did the timestamps, but I'm not. If you need timestamps in my podcast, the podcast ain't for you because I want you to have the whole context, not just clips of people saying stuff.
That's a bad mentality.
That's a bad mentality.
People.
No,
I'm not trying to make it in YouTube, King J. That's what I'm saying. I know my mentality doesn't work for getting stuff from YouTube.
But you know what? Let me just say something. You know, like, look, here's the thing, yeah. We all have different mentalities to things, and this again, like I said, I would never want this to be a podcast where I get everyone to say yes, I am correct. It wouldn't work, right? This is why it's good to kind of like say what you're saying. You've got the kind of like the mentality that you have is, if you want to watch my stuff, then you will watch it, right?
Yeah, because my stuff's good. But I'm not hand holding you into it by like time stamping it, bro. Watch the whole thing, get the context.
Right, but you got to think of it as, imagine now like people are watching content very fast. Like I don't know who you are. You might have something in your podcast where you talk about Tekken, but if you have 2 hours and I've just clicked on your video by random and it's 2 hours, and then you're talking about, I don't know, let's say for example, I don't know, Guilty Gear, but I'm not interested in Guilty Gear, and I'm listening to it, I'm more likely to click off. But if you have timestamps, right, and it's like talking about Tekken 8 closed network test, talking about Tekken not having Heihachi in, I'm gonna be like, bro, hold on, and this is that section. I'm listening to that. Like, this is how the generation is, bro. Listen, let me tell you something.
Not for you. I get what you're saying.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I don't care about them people. Them people don't interest me.
Damn,
that's what I'm saying.
bro.
But I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube. But
we're not saying that. It's not about the money.
All right. Let's take the money out the equation, because I get you, C4, because I'm the same way, right? Well,
no, but you folded, bro. You folded to the system.
No. Okay, no. I didn't fold to the system. If I folded to the system, if you want to be honest, I folded with the system, I'll be playing Mortal Kombat right now.
Wait. Are you doing clickbait titles?
Huh? I barely do clickbait titles.
Okay.
No. Hold on. Okay, no. All right. See, I wanted you to hit that button, because I literally just clapped. First of all, I definitely look. You click. I need to see them impressions go from 5.5 to 10. I'm not playing with you. You gonna watch this video. If I'm gonna sit here and edit this damn video, you gonna watch this video, all right? Like, the point I'm trying to make is, though, like, it's not even about conforming, right? It's like, if you put, I'm a person that was at one point in art school, right? And it sucks if people don't see what you put in the work into, right? So that mentality for me is that, like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it like a boss, right? At the end of the day, I'm gonna try my hardest to get people to see it, right?
Okay.
And even then, some of my bigger videos are literally no effort videos, right? And
Okay, so
some
you
of
do
the
both.
ones, yeah, I do both. Like, a lot of my videos, like, I could take an idea, for example, like, all right, Tekken 8, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably finna cook, because I know where they lack at. Like, that space lacks
What,
at.
content-wise, yeah?
That content-wise, I guarantee I'm probably gonna cook, literally for the simple fact that a lot of them cannot make a thumbnail at all. And it sucks because the PC version gives y'all a straight-up camera mod. Y'all don't even try that. That's what I'm saying. We ain't gonna go there, though. But the point I'm trying to make, we ain't gonna go there, bro. Like,
Right, so
I was so mad.
So you're saying, this is what I'm saying, let's get rid of the white content creators. Let's just keep it real. If you're saying those people aren't getting recognized, so it looks like the content's not there, you're saying the content's there, but the people doing it aren't good enough. Just keep it real.
No. I mean, as doing YouTube, yes, the content's good. They just scared.
But if you're scared to do good content, then you're just doing bad content.
No. Because there's caveats to this, though. Right?
That's not saying, I'm scared to do Wake Up DP, but I'm the best player on the planet. No, you're not, bro.
There's people
You're
like
too scared
that.
to do something. If you're too scared to do something, you're not good.
People be like, oh, I'm tired of losing to modern. Don't want to play modern. Don't even want to learn how it works.
That's your ego, because you care about what other people think.
And that's
a good player will use their pride and go, if modern's the way.
Blocking people from succeeding. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's them. They're losing to themselves. They need to come off the internet, bruv. It's not for them. They need to be a viewer, not a creator. That's the difference, bruv. They need to be the people that you're catering to with your like TikTok clips and your YouTube shorts, because their attention span is so short, they're too scared to look past a minute long. That's them, bruv. And if you guys want to cater to them to get the bag, totally understandable. That's fine. I'm just saying, me personally, no. But that's the flaw in the content I would do. But I feel a lot of content creators do care about the perception from the viewers or the scene, right? So they have to conform in a way to cater for them. Otherwise, no one's going to see their content. Whether it be thumbnails, titles, how long, timestamps, collabing. Like, you have to climb the ladder, bruv. That's a snake to ladder game.
But then again, like, the problem I have with that is that people know that's the game, right? Mm-hmm. And for example, transparency could take you a far way in this space, any genre, right? Because I know there's a couple games out there that is way off worse than most of these major fighting games, right? Mm-hmm. But they being transparent. Like, there's this one creator I watch on YouTube. He's like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. I love y'all, but I'm gonna be clickbaiting for the rest of the month. I'm just telling y'all right now. Ooh, he establishes that, right? Like, I established, like, listen, bro, I done made a dumb purchase. I'm finna clickbait till the end of the month, till payout out, all right? I'm not finna lie to you, bro. Like, I just won't, right? And like for example, I'll give you an example 2 days ago, right? So I was sitting there and I made an Aki video, And personally, it's somewhat clickbait, but it ain't. Because I was looking through YouTube and I was like, what are Aki gameplay videos at? I searched to the bottom, right? I haven't seen Aki gameplay video for the past 10 days when I upload the video. So I said that and I was like, should I title it Aki bad? But like, you know, so many people saying that on Twitter already. I'm late. What can I do? So I titled it "Why Nobody Plays Aki." Then I showed the data from my perspective why nobody plays the character, and everybody's like, "You almost clickbaited me, but the video was good." That's the point of YouTube, bro. Like you supposed to watch my video.
All right, let me just interrupt this because there is someone that said that we're just concentrating this on YouTube, but I do want to drop some gems on each platform before we start talking about certain things. So I will say that obviously Avatar Yaya is very good at what he does, because we've had conversations before, and even he's pulled me up and said, yo, the way how you title things is wrong. As much as people might look and be like, oh yeah, who are these guys? That everyone has had their hand in what they're saying. C4IQ, you have like a very strong opinion and you stick to it, and this is one of the reasons why we're talking again. And you know, I like to have this conversation, but Avatar Yaya is really, really good, even like down to, you know, doing the tags and stuff. Like, bro, he gave me something that was really, really good. Can I give it to them?
No, you can't give it to them. I don't care. No, I don't care. You can give it to them.
Man said, sign to my Patreon if you want the
sign to my, yeah, sign it away. Yeah.
No,
Both of us.
But for real though, like there's so many people I tell, like I want the scene to grow, so I'm willing to help people. Like even if I don't even know you, like I would help you. Like, all right, I don't like that thumbnail. I don't like that. So now if you get mad at me, oh well, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, that's trash. Like I'm just gonna be real. If you want to cook, I helped my other homie with a Street Fighter video the other day. He was like, "Oh man, thank you. It makes sense now." And I'm like, now you see, you don't have to like. There's two types of clickbait people don't understand, right? There's the clickbait where like I click on the video and then the title of the video will be like 100% Aki combo. I click on the video and this jury doing something stupid. Like that's lying. That's the problem. That's the type of clickbait I hate. That's when new games drop out and the thumbnail will be like something that's so crazy that's not even the final boss. Then you look at the final boss and you're like, oh yeah. But then there's clickbait where you use certain keywords and phrases to make it more enticing, right? Would you be like, what would you rather click? Let's be honest, right? If you saw a hit, that's how Kotaku and all these other people, this doesn't even go for just YouTube at this point. There's journalism, writing, blogs and stuff. If somebody made an article and said, this character's thought, like let's say Jay Wong, this is an example. Jay Wong's thoughts on Aki, okay? But then if you go look at somebody else like a Kotaku headline, Justin Wong thinks Aki's the worst character in Street Fighter 6. Which one you clicking on?
Second
Let's
one.
be real. Yeah. So like there's ways to phrase things in a way, and that one's a little bit more extreme for the example's sake of things, but the point still stands is there's ways to make things more appealing than normal. It's like going in the grocery store. You're gonna get the generic, and some places it might be better. You're gonna get the generic Frosted Flakes, or you're gonna get the Frosted Flakes with the big tiger on it. If you got the bread, you're gonna get the Frosted Flakes with the big tiger on it. That's just how it works. It works like that outside of YouTube in real life as well. You know, you get what you pay for. You click on what you thought was more appealing to you.
I ain't gonna lie, what he's saying isn't wrong for one. I definitely think, well, in the YouTube world, definitely it's all about titles. I feel like the way how you title things is what makes it, adds to it. It's kind of like a mix. You have a great title, you have a great thumbnail, your video is likely to get a good click-through rate. That's just how it works. Like, no matter what way we look at it, obviously the click-through rate that I hate is when it's complete, when it's something, when it has a title and it's nothing to do with what's in the video. That really annoys me. But if it's something where you're saying like, oh, this is the most difficult combo I've seen, you click in it, you know, we've seen loads.
Cringe, bro.
We've seen loads. Let's be honest. If we look at like a couple of the guys, you know, JM Crofts does it, like Sajam sometimes does it, like, bro, everyone is doing it in this. The only person that I, off the top of my head, Eris kind of does it, but I watch his stuff anyways. I just want to see his opinion. His opinion is very unique, so I like to see what he says. But yeah, I just want to give some gems to the chat very quickly. So if you are a content creator, there is a thing that we use for tags. Avatar Yaya told me this one, so I'm not going to take no credit. I always like to give credit where it's due. Shout outs to him for telling me. You can go on a thing called rapidtags.io and you type in the title of what it is. So say, for example, if it's Street Fighter 6, you type in Street Fighter 6. It will give you a whole bunch of tags. You click the button to copy it. You then put it in your tags. This is to help you get into, you know, the algorithm. It helps you get your video seen. I also sometimes just put my name at the end of it just so that I can get my thing in the search as well. It's entirely up to you if you don't want to take that on board. I'll write it in here just so you look and see. But yeah, that is what you should be using if you are looking for tags. I know sometimes people are trying to write it all as they do their videos, but if you're someone that is regular and you know you're always putting out content like someone like me or someone like Avatar Yaya, then you are going to need something like this because you're going to burn yourself out every single day trying to do your own tags, right?
Yeah.
So that's
For
one.
me, I'll be honest. Like, my description work take about at least a minute to 3 minutes to do. Like, I literally just like, all right, like my description, this the video. I'm putting y'all on, by the way. This the video. What the game is. All right, couple hashtags at the bottom. Rapid tags. But then I changed the ones that don't make sense pertaining to the video too. That's a key tip I'll give y'all. But hey, I just want people to make content, bro. Like, cause I want my games to grow, and I don't want to sit there and sit in the lobby for 30 minutes trying to get a match. Like, if you play Street Fighter Tekken Mortal Kombat, you ain't gonna have that problem.
But obviously,
You know,
if you're playing like games like
Under on Ice.
BlazBlue and stuff, it's a Discord server game, and I don't want games to be a Discord server game, which is what currently why I do want to have discussion and I do want to talk about it, because there are some fantastic content creators out there, you know, that are not on, you know, maybe 5 figures in terms of subscribers and stuff. Some of them are not even known that much on Twitter or X or whatever they're going to call it next year, but they are doing very good content. But if you ask me, someone that's kind of like doing what I'm doing and making it, you know, a business out of it, I would say if you are feeling like you are burning out or you're feeling like you can't do it on your own, I would say reach out to other creators. Offers, like, if you can do great editing, offer your services to someone that, you know, is out there, someone that is doing their thing. So then not only that, you're getting out there, you're pushing your work to someone, but you also can push yourself out there. It's a win-win situation. You know, it's, to me, I would call that business relationship, you know?
Wouldn't you say that's just part of being a good content creator? Like the making connections and socializing and stuff?
I think it's a very strong part. If I never had that skill, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Because let's be honest, I'm not the best Tekken player in the UK, but I can definitely hold my own in the game. And on top of it, you know, I know how to communicate with people. I'm not shy to reach out. I'm not shy to network. I'm not shy to, you know, say what I've done or show the accolades to people when they do ask, what have I done? Whereas I feel like a lot of people in the UK is kind of like, yeah, this is me. This is what I do. You either love it or lump it. And that doesn't get far at all.
So can we just say that they're just bad content creators? Like, I feel we're trying to like defend.
No.
So, let me give you an example. A real quick example. And I'll do it from this way is a little bit more visual.
Okay.
I do commentating, right?
Yep.
Imagine the best commentator came out. His name's like Shin Toaster 49, right? He's the best commentator. He's always funny. He knows all the frame data, knows the name of the moves, everything about the game, right? But he doesn't like being on camera. Is he a good commentator?
It's not the same though, man.
Okay, that's a yes. You can switch it, but you said yes. You said yes.
Because you gotta realize if they don't, because some tournaments.
What? This is a yes or no question, my dude.
No, but you add.
All right, no, wait. Yes to your question, but it's not the same.
Okay, you can add on, but I just need a yes or a no. If you are the best commentator, you have the gift of the gab, but you don't like being on screen, are you a good commentator? I'm gonna say no because they're not getting hired, so they're just a bad commentator. If you can't present yourself on screen, that's half of the job. Obviously, commentating, it sounds like it's all vocals, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. You need a presence, and if you're too scared to be on the camera, you cannot be a good commentator. It's just full stop, because you're not gonna go anywhere. Well, you can do online stuff, right? And you'll have your profile pic. But when you go offline, if you say, oh, yeah, I just want a green screen in front of me, you think TOs are going to say, okay, yeah, you're so good at talking, we're going to put a green screen in front of you because you don't want your face on camera. Come on, man. That's not how it works. So to me, if you're a content creator, and you have these little things that you don't like doing. Like you said, you can source out work, right? You can get someone to do your thumbnail. That's fine, because obviously you're, like I said with Jay, he's being optimal. He's playing the game. Maybe he's passing his pad over to his brother on the hard boss, but he's still playing the game. But I would say that it's lacking if you can't do that part. You can still grow in it, but those people just aren't good enough to be part of the conversation. If we're not seeing their content, if they're not playing the algorithm game, then their content isn't good.
I don't agree.
The tags are part of the content, no?
No, I don't agree, because like my thing is, I used to be shy in front of the camera, believe it or not. I know I'm in front of loads of cameras and stuff like that, and I've done stuff, but like when I first started out, I was shy in front of the camera. You can learn how to be like, you know, confident in cameras or confident on speech and stuff like that. Like it comes with experience. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if I was to start doing commentating now, I probably won't be the best. It just doesn't come like that. It comes with experience. You know, if I do something and then you said to me, "Oh, Jay, you know what? You shouldn't really talk about moves in that way. You should be doing da 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 da." I would be taking advice from someone that is experienced, which would be yourself. And then I would be like, "All right, cool. I'll emulate what you're saying to me." And then next time I'll keep getting better and better and better. I would then learn from other people, and then I'll get to the stage where I need to get to. So what you said wasn't wrong. Like you're right. If someone is couldn't, you know, be good in front of the camera, of course they're not going to be like, that's you're not going to hire them, but you can learn with experience.
In the shower, like singing in the shower isn't a pro singer. Like they're not selling albums.
I kind of agree with C4 a little bit.
I'm not saying I don't. I already fully said that. I agree, but I'm saying there is people that can have experience and get better. So what you said wasn't wrong. I can't say that would be silly of me to say no, but people can gain experience and then get better.
100%.
Yeah.
But I think I would say it's a bit much to rely on collabs. Like I think collabs are something that would be good, especially in fighting games, because you've got such a...
Let's talk about this. I won't even try to go down that route, but let's talk about this.
Okay, so I remember having a conversation about locals dying. This don't worry, I'll connect the dots, don't worry. So locals dying, and I was saying the biggest thing between locals now, I feel, to old locals, you had all the games there. So you might have gone for Street Fighter, you get smashed up by like Problem, but then you go play KOF, even if you're not good at it. But you have something to play. And now you have a lot of players coming into locals where they're going to get smoked by the top players. They're going to go 0-2, and then they've got nothing to do because they're in an environment with top players. But if you've got other games there, the cross-pollination with learning other players, other games, mechanics, whatever, hearing people commentate, you don't have that much anymore in like locals we have. And I think that's the same for collaborations. I think that's the same for collaborations. Like when you reached out to me about Guilty Gear, I was like, that's sick. Like we should be doing that. I did the same with Fury Fire. When he was getting into Guilty Gear, he got me on one of his videos to talk about Guilty Gear, and I learned loads of other games from him. I feel a lot of people don't want to learn, and that's not just with the content creators, it's with the viewership. A lot of viewers are dedicated to one game. Not as much now, I feel. Since like Strive, I think it's a little bit more, people are okay with like dabbling in other games, but a lot of people will be like, I'm only watching Street Fighter content from Sejam.
Are people only interested from Strive to watch other games because the game is dying?
Could be. I mean, you get that a lot, right?
Not to throw shade at it. I'm gonna put a disclaimer, because a lot of people from Guilty Gear, they seem to not like Strive. They like the older games. This is what I hear. Like that's a common thing I'm hearing.
I could name like 5 players on my hand that are placing high in Strive that place high in Xrd. Like most of the Xrd or prior Guilty Gear players don't play the game, or their work ethic isn't the same. It's not the same. They don't strive, no pun intended, to be good at Strive as they did in other games. No way. Is that mechanics that have gotten?
Is that because the game is easier and they just feel like there's not much effort?
That's probably what they'll say. I don't think it's easier. I think it's different. It's a bit of a cop out, but there's a lot of mechanics in Strive that weren't in the prior ones. I like stuff like the delayed wake up, for example. I like delayed wake up, and not delayed wake up. They had different timing wake ups on each character. So Sin getting knocked down would be like 37 frames, but Soul getting knocked down would be 32 frames. So it's really hard to get meaties. or they'd have weight classes, so your B&Bs would be different for the whole cast. I
Okay.
like stuff like that because I like to think when I play my fighting games, but most people don't like thinking. They just want to press the buttons, be a button monkey, run the scripts. So I get why they like it.
You ain't gotta cook like this.
I'm not cooking. I'm just spitting facts. People want to switch off their brain when they're playing fire games. They want to do the B&B, the one B&B that they learn over and over again, say they're good at games. I like to go, oh, I'm going to customize me kicking your ass. So I'm going to do this specific combo that only works on this character, this position on the screen. I like that. I think that's fun. People, tomatoes, they don't like doing that. They want to, they just want to be butt monkeys, and there's nothing wrong with being a butt monkey. That's what I'm saying.
They want a W key. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So easy. I wouldn't say easy. I would say different. But I think that is the biggest thing. Like compared to all the things you had to learn in Xrd, Plusr, Accent Core to Strive, it's like I'm not using all of my brain, which is fine. Some people don't play games to, overexert their brain. I get it. That's fine. But you get most modern games are getting that way, right? They're easy to do.
C4 is toxic, y'all. Like
hella. I don't know why Jay put me back on, bro. He knew from the first time.
Because I was like, you just don't like Stride, do you?
The only thing I don't like about Stride is 6Ps. Everything else I like Stride. Just 6Ps are just a bit too much.
Okay.
But other than that, I play Discord fighters. I play stuff like MBCI, and Skull goes to agree is like a Discord fighter. So, but I don't complain about the other games. You never catch me complaining about Strive. Never.
That's it. But I want to comment on something that's on in chat, by the way. To be fair, like C4 is right. Like if you can't get on the screen, you ain't gonna get hired for commentary. Like I'll admit, like when I first tried commentary, I was like, oh, I have to actually be on camera to do this, and yeah, I knew that, but I just didn't have the reel for it, so that's why I lost out on. And then I made one, and it's been cool. But there is other ways, especially we have VTubers now.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just get screens. They get like portable screens, and you could just connect them, and the VTubers there. Like I've seen it at Crunchyroll events, at Anime Expo this year. Like they get just to have the VTuber in person with the other person they brought in. There's ways, but do you want to spend the money, to set that up is another thing. Yeah.
With fighting games, I think
if we had a popular VTuber in this space and they was a good commentator and you don't set up the screen, you selling.
Bro.
Let's be honest.
I don't know if the money's there, man. Like even just.
I don't like VTubers and no. Wait. I didn't mean it like that.
Put it on Twitter.
Wait. Don't cancel me. I wasn't saying it like that.
Let me know why. I want to know why.
I didn't mean to say I don't like VTubers. I said I didn't mean to say it like that. See, I'm about to get cancelled. Damn.
You gotta give context. The
whole FGC is gonna be happy now that I'm gone, bro. See you later, man. I'm cancelled, man.
No, tell me, bro.
Nah, what I was saying, I don't.
Safe space.
Yeah, nah. I'll be honest. I don't like. It's not my thing, innit? I don't understand it. I don't. It's just not my thing, innit? From what I know about VTubers is that they got this kind of like avatar looking thing, and when they talk, their mouth moves and that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not gonna work in like if, say for example, you need to be in a commercial space and you want to do commentating. Like it works in this type of realm because FGC's or just the internet kind of space is still new. Like people are still discovering new things and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just VTuber. I don't really understand it. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't understand it. Right. And I don't think that I don't think that it's good for what it is, because obviously there's people that like that type of stuff. What about Deb? What's Deb?
Oh, Deb, the Gooey Gear.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, listen.
That's their stream.
Yeah.
They can do what they want, right?
Look, listen. They can do what they want. It's not like, I'm not saying I don't like them. And I'm trying to say that the VTuber, why does it happen to you? You're laughing.
Because he's just making it like if somebody just took the stream and just pieced it together.
I could see it. I can see it happening. I can see that my mentions is probably gonna go sky high when I finish this.
You're talking about commercially. This is the point I was making.
Yeah,
Deb, sick player, sick stream, gets mad viewers.
Yeah.
But if you got Deb to commentate, it's gonna be real hard because I don't think the FGC has that like the money to be forking out extra to cater for that.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I can't remember if like Worlds would do that. Like if you're looking at League of Legends, if someone said, "Oh, I'm VTuber," they'll be like, "You're doing it remotely then, because we're not going to bring you offline."
Bro, that's what I mean.
VTubing.
Sorry,
that doesn't make sense.
I worded it so
earlier,
wrong.
like-
I worded it so wrong. This is what exactly what he said is exactly what I mean. Like, no one's gonna hire you to do commentating. You're gonna be doing that from your house, because no one's gonna be buying a whole PC and getting a whole whatever you use to go and get like an emote and a voice mod and all that stuff, bro.
It's not even that complicated. If you can set up an Elgato, you can set up the screen.
But it looks weird.
But
if you're sitting,
See, I didn't. Wait. I didn't say it looked weird. I didn't say it looked.
Context. Wait.
I'm out of it. I'm out of it.
Y'all gotta get canceled.
I did not say that.
It's going to be weird if I'm a VTuber and I'm commentating with Jay. If he's next to a VTuber, if you've got an IRL commentator next to a VTuber, how are they gonna make that look good production wise?
That's
Unless
what I'm
they've got
trying
some
to
crazy,
say.
like Star Trek tech.
That means we
why
both
it's
have
gonna
to.
look weird.
We both have to be VTubers then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You might
saying.
not- and apparently you don't like that. That's what I heard. The clip says you don't like VTubers.
Are we really gonna do
I'm
that?
joking. Don't clip.
Because now bro, you're gonna make them send like 100+ mentions to me.
I love VTubers. I
C4's a
don't know
liar,
what
don't
they
listen to
talking
me.
about. Y'all get them. I love VTubers. I'm about to buy one. So
See, bro, you're a sellout, bro. You see you.
No.
You see you.
No.
That guy
See,
there,
now
bro.
he's a min.
Whoa.
Chat. He a min. He's a sellout. He calling the VTuber sellout, bro. No, just don't want to be on camera sometimes.
I get that. Like some people, you know, they could have like an emotional thing, like a mental thing where they don't want to show their face. I totally get it. I'm just saying, if you have that, you get into the spot of commentating offline events is going to be harder just because of the nature of being IRL. Like you're basically a speaker when you're at that part of like commentating, and you need to be IRL. It's going to be very hard to convince someone that you're so good they're going to bring in like some 3D X-Men projectile so you have like a mask over your face, bro. It's going to be hard.
Avatar, you're a nasty piece of work.
How?
I see what you're doing, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's
Gotta
cool.
be careful who you collab with, fam.
Yeah, you know, but I see what you.
Don't put that on me. I'm trolling.
Oh my gosh.
Listen. Hear me out. The reason why I would love that is for the pure fact that sometimes it be too hot, and I just want to just turn the game on and play it, and then do my thing, man. Like just play the stream. I ain't really.
Can't you just do no
wanting to
cam?
be-
Can't you just do no cam? Like,
all right, I'll explain. I think I'll say this: no cam content unless it's edited is trash.
Oh, bro, I think that's spicier than the VTube thing. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
bro.
you're not gonna flip this on me because 9
No
times out of
cam?
10, no cam content. Like some no cam streamers, they don't be having no overlay or nothing. And they be like, all right, I hit 6p. All right,
He's cooking some heads, bro. Where's
dang, man.
Lost Soul. I don't think Lost Soul uses the cam.
Lost Soul's funny though.
Ah, there we go. Okay, I found
No,
it.
but like it's entertaining. He
Found
makes it entertaining. Not everybody can do that.
damn.
He gonna make me turn my soundboard on. He cheating.
I'm just saying, you napalmed everyone, bro, that doesn't have a camera. I was thinking, I know there's people. This is what I was saying about the personality. I think personality trumps all of that. Production, how good you are at the game, your equipment. If you're funny, people will watch regardless. They'll watch you on a pause menu.
All
you're
right.
funny.
It's true because obviously we've seen when Eris goes to go, he has dinner and just leaves it on a screen, and everyone is there just going crazy still. So and he has a personality like no one. There's no other person like Eris on Twitch or YouTube or wherever else is going on around, especially not Reddit or any of the other places, right? What I'm trying to say here is we're going to move on from this part and we're going to talk about what content do you think is lacking in the FGC altogether. Like this could be on Twitch, it could be on you. Well, let's just keep it to. Shall we just keep it to YouTube and Twitch? Because
Keep it to and I got so much on this. Like I talk about this every day.
okay,
Like,
go ahead.
all right. Number one, a lot of people are clamoring for. I know a lot of people are annoyed when people say this. I'm gonna just get it out the way so we ain't got to talk about it. People want that excellent adventure style content. It doesn't need to have that production quality. But let's say like how you were doing the content with like Nee, like stuff like that, where y'all was in the same room playing with each other. That's pretty cool because that captivizes fighting games. When you go to a tournament, you're like that IRL. There's not a lot of content that portray that. Just people just having fun. And some of the biggest channels, shout out to Wooly Versus. There used to be a channel called like Super Best Friend Plays. They used to play fighting games. That is something that is kind of missing. A lot of people do like for content. Number two, I think what is also missing is, because I'm gonna be honest with you, collaborations only take you so far, especially on YouTube. Some people think you're gonna collab with Justin Wrong and you're gonna hit 100K the next morning. It's not gonna be like, especially if the person checks out your content and it's trash. They're gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna keep watching Justin. Thank you for putting the mo in this video, but why am I gonna watch this guy? He can't even edit. He can't even pronounce the character's moves right? So that's another thing. I think the collaborations between other content creators don't happen as much, and it's like it's a click, or like you'll see like I fought this person's Zato in the game, or I fought the best Aki player in Japan, and it's just like the normal person that you would already probably be looking at. I think that's another thing, and another big thing, the biggest thing I think that makes it hard for a lot of people to not even try, is we don't have the like funny meme content, right? Like we need more like Maximilian type of videos as well. And what I mean by that is not saying for y'all be like, oh, you calling Max a coward or nothing. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying in the way of like just people playing a game. Let's say like I buy strictly King of Fighters. I buy just because I like the story and stuff like that, right? And I play with my friends for like the first 3 to 4 days, and I ain't played it since. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not touched KOF since then. Amazing game, but I know like those moments of just playing with your friends, the funny things that happen, like what the hell, those moments where just stuff collide and stuff like that. That's not captured within a lot of fighting game content. It's rare if you find a video like that or a creator that does do those types of videos. And I feel like from the scene, we don't have that. It's so much focused on the always competitive thing, and that's fighting games. It's a big part of like competition, but for the reason why a lot of fighting games sell, we don't have the content to balance that other spectrum.
Can I say real quick? I agree with Yaya, and I've done that content with Fury Fire in the chat. Yeah. We've done that. We've literally just had a camera in the room. We're playing sets. Loser makes tea. Like we've done that. We've done like the house vibe content, but I guess it's not Excellent Adventures, so it's not gonna pop.
All right.
You don't got faith in yourself, man. I guarantee you if I could just look through your channel, we could get you right by like January.
Listen.
Probably.
Listen. All right. Cool. So you lot done that content, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna watch it on stream at the end of this part because I want to see how you lot done the content and see how I would do things different and see how Avatar Yaya would do things different, because I think that would be good, because then we can kind of have a twist on it and be like, oh, this is what I would have done and this is what he done.
Before you do that, so it's not my content, I was part of the content. It's Fury Fires.
Yeah,
it's on his channel.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, cool.
But okay, so Fury Fire said he thinks that community content is needed. He said there is not a single thing that authenticate. I don't even know how to say that word, bro. I'm not listening to that.
Authentication, I think.
Authentically shows what the scene is like. Now, I agree, and I also disagree. There's not a lot of that content, but that content is the stuff I do when I travel to different scenes. So like when I've gone to Philippines, I've filmed the whole of the scene. I've showed what's going on, how people play stuff. Do you know what's funny is that like my family watches that type of stuff. That's the stuff that they like.
Right.
Which is why I do keep on doing it more and more. There's stuff like I went to Greece. I filmed their community out there and showing what's going on and showing the players and what's going on out there, and even showing the sightseeing site, because we went to Acropolis. I was filming that as well. And then there's like Evo, like just going around, seeing what's going on and stuff. So there is that type of stuff. And then you've got the stuff where, me and Nee, we had like funny stuff going on where we're playing people, and then me and him played, and he's saying certain things that was funny. Like all of that stuff is stuff I would like to see. But the thing is, it can't just be just so I'm not gonna say just me, because I know there's many people out there that does it, but it can't be just the the small few, which is why I like to have these discussions on Twitter, because I can't reach out to everyone. Like, there's a whole wide world out there. There's loads of different creators from different countries and stuff, and they probably creating content, but it's probably like they're not at the numbers, or they're not really doing something that could probably skyrocket them to where they needs to be. Again, like with what Avatar Yaya said, you collaborating with Justin Wong, collaborating with, I don't know, Fairy Fighter, me, whoever, is not going to get you to 100,000 views, right?
I would say that most people can't do that thing that you're talking about. Like, not many people can do what you do or Theory because they don't have a personality. I'll keep it real, especially in FGC. I don't think it's just a case of, oh, you need this equipment. You need to be a normal person to talk to, especially like what you did with me, someone who their native language isn't English. That's hard to do. I'm telling you, most people in the FGC could not hold a 10-minute conversation with someone that doesn't speak the same language.
That's a skill set right there. I'm glad you know, because not many people realize what I did there, like with Nee, because Nee doesn't talk like English. I saw what you did there. You said normal person. You saying people in FGC ain't normal person. Actually, let me not start laughing.
You disagree,
bro. He trying to get the attention. He trying to get himself off of the attention from earlier.
It's sick because you know what happened there in real time. Jay saw that he was stepping on his own trap because he was gonna point out what I said and then know that he couldn't disagree with me. So that's why he didn't finish the sentence. Big ups to you because you caught yourself. I respect it. I respect it. Man saw his own bear trap and sidestepped it last minute.
No, it's cool. No, I appreciate. But what you said there is really true. Like, bro, that skill set of like going to Korea and just being able to talk to someone that is their native language isn't English was extremely hard the first time when we had the conversation. But me and Nee have been speaking for years, and that's what people didn't realize. People just thought like, oh yeah, you know what? He's just releasing content with him. He's cloud chasing. It's like, bro, I have Nee's number in my phone, bro. Like, we talk. It's just been that we haven't had an idea of what content to do. And it just happened to be he's in London. And I said, oh, okay, well, you might as well come here and let's do a stream. And then that stream blew up. Like, I never thought that stream blew up. I just thought he was going to come here and we're just going to play games. But it actually blew up. Everyone was so hyped. They wanted to play him. I only had limited hours. So I said, all right, cool. When I'm driving him back to the airport with the rest of the guys, I'm like, oh, like he's talking. He's like, oh, you should come to Korea. I've said, you sure? Like, he's like, yeah. Like, I said, don't tell me that. I'll book a flight now. He's like, bro, he's like, look, you come, I've got you. I said, really? This is so weird, like, for him to say that to me. But then I was like, bro, he probably respects what I do and everything else. So I said, all right, cool, I'll book a flight. And then when I went out to Korea and we're talking and we're doing like, you know, the tour, I'm like, bro, this is insane. Like, and then I've released it and everyone is again loving it. But then there's also other things like Tekken 8 stuff that we're talking about, which is gonna be crazy. But again, I can't. Like, they seen the first two, but I know what people like now, and that type of content.
Have the chemistry and you're engaging. That's what I'm saying. That part you can teach it to people, but I think they see the concept. Oh, I'm gonna go to somewhere foreign, talk to a top player, and that's going to be it. Everyone's gonna want to watch. It's like, no, that's kind of the clickbait part. When they get into the video and they see you just going, so what? You like ketchup and mustard on your hot dog? What? Like, no one's gonna care. That's what I'm saying. You've got the engagement part and you've got chemistry with the person you're doing to. So the content that you and Yaya are talking about, the excellent adventure thing, that I don't think people understand how hard it is to recapture that vibe in the video.
I don't think that content is not what everyone can do. However, there is other types of content in the space that can be done. Right. You know, like there's podcasts, for example. There's people that can talk, you know, really well. There's people that can do interviews. Like when we go to these tournaments, why is there not many people that's doing press runs and, you know, interviewing players? Like, these things are extremely important, and there's extremely big gap. When I go to these tournaments, I'm not seeing people interviewing players, but then when I've gone to like stuff like, you know, Red Bull, and, you know, what was the tournament? I think it was Golden Letters. They had other people that are not involved in fighting games interview players, you know, have their recorders recording stuff. They're writing down articles, doing like video interviews and stuff. These are things that people can do. If you don't have a personality, don't be like, oh, well, all right, well, my career is done. There is so many things that is
a lot of people develop it.
Yeah, bro, there's so much things that can be done.
Like Evo made me realize, like, okay, next time I go, I'm gonna get like the portable equipment to do those type of videos because I want to ask some players certain things. Another big piece of content that I wish even like the pro players or the people that do the tier lists and stuff would do all the time. Like there's matchup charts, but there's not full-fledged breakdowns of like
Why?
character versus character. And
Yep.
I wish I'm not that good enough to do that.
No one wants
But-
that. No one wants. I've done that.
No, okay, I get
No
that.
one wants that.
And
But
Big
it's a
Big
way-
Big Big Bird's done it
but-
as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
true.
But like when I do find a video, because I would definitely tell you Smash Bros does this. They will literally break down a whole matchup, like, and that channel that did that, I think he's like at 100K now. But he would literally do like, all right, Mario versus all the 86 characters, and each one gets its own video, right? And I know a lot of people may not want to see that, or the way it's you know explained and stuff like that. It's could be a thing that's not really trendy because you know how the fighting games are, right? When new characters come out, people don't care about learning the character. What they want to see, combos of the character, right? So that's just how that is. That's the thing.
And attention
but-
spans, bro.
Yeah.
No one like. So I would say. I said like I did it like it means something. It doesn't mean anything because I think when you have content like that, you need to get it from someone you think has authority. So Theory said for Lord Knight. If Lord Knight's talking tech, people are listening because his whole career is him backing up what he says. That's all he does. If you watch his videos, if you watch him in tournament, when he says something, people are way more invested. What I tried to do was get players of that character to talk to me, so they're telling me why their character was good. That's how I did it. But I'm not a hub like that. I don't have enough of the clout to bring people in, which is fine. But what you guys are talking about, and we're talking about, we need more of it. Most people can't do it. This is my point. Yes, I want more people to do the content, but there's not enough people capable of doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Why are they not capable of doing it?
Because they're not normal, bruv. I said it. You can catch me again in the same bear trap. That most
Bro,
players
I
don't
wasn't
have a
trying to say you.
personality.
Listen, I wasn't trying to mix you up, bro. We're not playing no Guilty Gear, bro, or Street Fighter or Tekken. I was just asking you a question. Why?
You like the wake
No
up time is
personality.
too much, bro.
Most people don't have enough of a personality to keep people engaged.
Yeah.
That's
So
why
You
we
know
play
what,
fighting
that-
games, bruv. That's why we're not playing team games, bruv. We're not social like that. You laugh because he knows, bruv. He
No, because
knows.
it's like I get you, but then I'm like,
hey, wait, hold on. I got it for the clip. Is that why Mortal Kombat 1 ain't doing well?
No comment. I haven't bought the game. I'm waiting for Omni Man. Then I'll let you know.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yet.
I Mortal Kombat fans. I'm joking.
Big ups Foxy streams. I only watch Foxy Grandpa and Tom Brady.
Yeah, Foxy's doing really well. Shout out to him. You know, on the Twitch streams, I'm seeing like him on the 1,000, like in the 1,000 region for playing the game. I think he's doing really well. So big him up. But like in terms of content, like I hear what both of you two are saying, but again, bro, like I just genuinely feel like there is some type of way. Like, I feel like I'm one of those people that, like, if I will do something and then I'll keep doing it until when I realize, damn, maybe this isn't for me. And then I'll try and look for another route and see what else I can do, right? Like, for example, when I used to do like long matches and long sets and stuff and throw them up on YouTube. I used to do the whole thing of not throwing no timestamps and stuff. Bro, they don't get views. And what they do is they de-rank your channel. So like if you're
Really?
Yeah, so what happens is if you have, say for example, if I have a 10-hour video, right? And the attention is very, very low. What it happens is that that's showing YouTube that your video is not favorable. Like no one wants to watch that stuff on your channel. So then what happens is that you need, what some channels do is they then throw in a shorter video. Because then your attention will be more, like say for example, if I throw a 2-minute video, it will be more digestible than a 2-hour video. Can we agree to that, Avatar?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what I now start to do is if I have long sets with people, I'll just get like one of my editors to either chop it down. I don't even do long sets and put it up on YouTube anymore. I do more of the stuff of like, if I go overseas and I'm doing tournaments, I'll film a bunch of stuff, clip it together, boom. Even like down to like my old guides, I've even started to like reintroduce like shorts and putting them into like just short form content, little funny parts of it, and then throwing it back into the channel so that people then go back to the old guides and see what's going on. Yeah, so like in terms of content, I feel like there is stuff that's missing. Again, I'll go back again to what I said and explain. I do think podcasts, there's not enough podcasts. I know there's the best of V. They do a podcast. I haven't watched it.
Best of 5, yeah.
Best of 5.
See, that's crazy because, like, and this might be not to be mean or disrespectful, but I only know of one FGC podcast. I was on one of them, and then there's Triple KO.
Is Triple KO the one with what's his name again?
Justin.
Okay.
Mac Justin and Matt McMuscles.
Okay.
I don't really know of that many FGC podcasts, to be honest. So
I would say that with the podcast thing, because I've tried it as well. I've done it like every 2 years. I'll try and do it again, and I'll try and talk to people that are interested. But obviously that's subjective, so it's for me. But there's podcasts like Christian F Champs, but with the stigma they've got, I don't think people are willing to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to watch that. I'm not really trying to watch that. I'll be honest.
That's the thing.
Just because of the stuff in the past, what's been said.
That's the thing. So it doesn't matter about the topic, the production. It's about the people. I'm telling you, it always comes back to the people, bruv. It's the personality. If you don't vibe with that person, they could be talking with Elon Musk, bruv. You're still not gonna watch it because of the person.
To be honest, I hear what you're saying. I didn't even know they had a podcast. Obviously, they're
cancelled.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, then there we go. Like,
I literally deleted it on my brain.
Why?
I'm like, oh, I think I remember for a second.
Why was that a title for it? It's like we're grown adults, man. Come on, man. Let's just think of something better. Grown adults
playing fighting games, bro. You know what I mean,
bro?
We're still playing video games at the end of the day. We might be adults.
Okay,
I don't even think of titles like that at my age, bro.
It's a wild title. It's a wild title. Okay, we get it. But like, come on, we got stupid stuff in our games that's like crazy,
Avatar, bro. Don't play on the fence, bro. That title is wild, bro.
I'm not playing on the fence. I'm just saying
what's it called? What's it called? God's Cancelled.
It's called God's Cancelled. As in, they're the gods of.
I thought he said God's Camp. I thought he said like God's Camp. He said canceled. That's crazy.
Cancelled because they're gods of their game and they got cancelled.
You got it. I get it now. See, I ain't watching that.
My bad. Bro, I'm a commentator. I should have pronounced it properly. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's called God's Cancelled.
That, bro, and yeah, that title was mad, bro. Like, but obviously they do their thing. Like, I'm not gonna like get at them or send shots. I'm not that type. I'm an adult.
But my point of that, not to like plug them or whatever. I'm just saying the things that we watch, podcast or whatever, the content that we watch is from people that we already like. That's it. Most people don't go out of their way to look for something new. I can agree. Something new is when your old thing is gone. When I didn't have Juicebox to watch, I had to go look for other people to watch. That's me, bro. Like, and that's kind of how it went. If Juicebox was still doing the stuff he used to do, I'll just be watching Juicebox.
No, I hear. Look. I hear what you're saying. You're not wrong. Everyone has their own audience, right? But I do feel like that the FGC could be expanded, and I've been saying this for time. Like, every time I have this conversation, it's like everyone's like, "What? This is just the way how it is." That's what everyone's mindset is, and I'm like, "But no, it isn't what it is. There's more."
That is my problem with fighting game content or just in the space of anything. It's like it is what it is, but then like we play the genre. That is never it is what it is. You're going to run it back. You're going to take it to the lab and you're going to try to beat the person. So I'm like, how can we keep this in the game but not in real life with the stuff that we always focused around, right?
Thank you.
I don't know. That's the thing I don't really agree with. I feel you on that because like in certain aspects, I have some friends that wouldn't, like, for example, my one homie, he did not want to upload this video. I was like, bro, upload it. It's going to eat. He's like, no, it's not. Ain't no point. Everybody's going to watch me do this. I was like, all right. I guarantee you, and I made the bet because I was so confident in that video. And I literally told him, I was like, if the video tanks, I give you $10. He uploaded the video got 90K views.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro.
It's like a lot of people don't put their faith into the things they do, know? And it comes, and now it sounds like I'm gonna see a force that like we just, like, they not normal, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you gotta break through the confidence a little bit.
Bro. I listen. I'm not involved in what them two said, bro. Listen, I'm a law-abiding citizen right here. I'm not saying that anyone's not normal, right? Nah, I'm joking. No, you.
Hey, it's okay not to be normal, bruv. I play a lot of Marvel. Inhumans are sick, bruv. Sometimes being normal is not the one. And I think a lot of content creators that make it big don't play the normal game. They're doing something probably that they've got told isn't going to work.
Bro,
I got told like.
I feel like every creator is not normal, to be honest. I had a lot of people that thought that gaming wasn't going to work for me. I had close friends, close family say that, yeah, gaming isn't going to work. Get a normal 9 to 5. But then it's like, now that I've changed and shifted everything, they're kind of quiet. They can't say anything to me now.
Yeah, like a lot of them don't argue with me for it, and every time I come around, they be like, "Hey, how is this thing working out for you?" I'm like, "I'm loving it still." You know, there's ups and downs, but I still love it. Right? That's everything. And with me, I used to have people that were like, "You're not gonna get past 1K subs, bro. You just quit. You too goofy for YouTube." Like people used to tell me that. Like now I'm at 20K, and it's like, yeah, it's just you got to put that confidence in yourself.
When it comes to content, and this is kind of why I've said all the other stuff where it revolves around personality, the one thing that I think you don't need production, personality, nothing for, is if you have a money match or a crazy pop-off, everyone will watch that. I could tell you, go watch Breaker's Revenge, and you'll probably be like, oh, I'm not watching that game, I don't know it, blah, blah, blah. If I said 2 players are playing for 50K, you're going to watch. You're going to look at that game.
If it's
the last 10 seconds to see.
If it's titled correctly, I would watch.
What about if I tell you and there's no title? It's ...
Nah.
Money match.
Hey, look, bro. Look, see, look. I'm having the conversation with you, right? After what you told me this way, you could tell me I got this video edited by Mr. Beast. Just because you made it, I'm not watching it. For the pure fact, because you because you don't feel like you confident in it, bro. Like that's what it is. Like you make content for you, and that is beautiful. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, most of my videos is made from my perspective, and then like the first 3 minutes is like, all right, why you should care about this video? And after 3 minutes, I'm doing what the hell I want to do. And you already got you locked in, so you're not gonna click off.
Hoodwinked, bruv. I like it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even hoodwinking. It's like I want to make people feel enticed to like why I like this thing, right? When you read a book, what's in the beginning of a book? You know what, like a dictionary.
Those pictures grab me, bro. The colors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The colors.
The artwork is clean, bro. If it's just words, long. I'm watching the video. I've told you, I don't even watch anime. I have to watch anime sub, bro. I'm not reading the screen. That's long. I ain't reading no screen. You need to talk to me in English so I can understand, bro. I'm lazy. I know I'm fully lazy. Don't get it twisted. And I'm like, you guys are making content for me.
This is crazy, dog. All right, here's what I want to say, yeah. All right, so we're all kind of agreeing that you need to have personality to create content, right? Obviously, I know there's a lot of people that they're still going at it now. My dimensions for this thing has been crazy all day today. Everyone's kind of still listing what they do. They're not they're not understanding.
The way you worded it was wrong.
You think the way I worded it?
I think because the problem with the that's Twitter, right? You gotta realize you got a check mark, so people think you're farming for engagements. I know you just generally curious about the scene itself. That's the thing. That's ever since Elon taking over.
Wait. You know, wait. Let me defend myself here.
I'm not saying you farming for engagement. They think you're farming for engagement.
Wait, hold on. So they think by me saying there is a big hole in the FTG content creation that I'm farming for engagements. When I can create the content myself.
No, they don't see it like that. You're trying to play chess with pigeons, bruv. They're not on that level.
Bro, you can get paid from Twitter.
Yeah, they're just seeing, you want people to reply to you. That's what they see. Of course it is, bruv.
Yeah, you get paid from Twitter. Everybody been getting... Look, Twitter since the summer has been bait fest.
You know this. You make content for those people.
Yeah.
You know,
bro. I was just trying to help.
Yeah, and they thought you trying to make some money.
You know how you know that you... So you can tell by the answers. The people that are genuine and the people that I feel that you should be engaged with, instead of them telling you, I've done that content, they should be telling you why you should look at their version of that content. Because everyone's done the podcast. If I was one of those people and I was going on your tweet, I'll be like, oh, I've done podcasts. You should check mine out because. Not just say I've done podcasts. They're the pigeons, bruv. You interact with them for views on your videos. You don't interact with them with a conversation because they're not being genuine. Personally, you do what you do, but
I was genuinely just trying to help. Like that, I wasn't even like this whole podcast wasn't set up. It was just happened. It was just like, oh, you said something. Let's get in a call. Let's talk, bro. I was all happy playing Tekken if the engagements were trash, bro. I didn't care about that. It was all about. I genuinely think I don't watch fighting game content. So like when you was talking about like those two guys that had a podcast, God's Cancelled or God's Name or whatever, I don't know what their thing's called. I didn't even know about that. I don't know about a lot of things because I don't consume the content. Like it's just crazy. I want to consume content. I remember back in the day watching other channels and being like, oh yeah, this video is good, that video is good. I don't even really watch a Tekken content creator. Like it's the only time I watch them is streams, but I won't watch a YouTube video because again the titles are too generic. It's the thumbnails don't make me want to click, and it's exactly what Avatar Yaya is saying. I don't know whether it's because I'm consuming a lot of content creation in what I do and stuff, but it's just it's not capturing me.
Let me explain the problem with the tweet, right?
Go on,
because somebody in the chat said he didn't say it wrong. It's the fact that you generalize what was missing. That's why I replied and I was like, wait a minute. That's why I made another tweet because I was like, wait. King J thinking deeper than this, right? Mm-hmm. And when you were like, people doing reviews, you named all the stuff people generally do on YouTube. So that's why you got a lot of people replying, well, I do this. You ain't looking at me, though. So they feel attacked that for the basic thing that you asking them to do, they're not doing. You didn't say anything on Orthodox like excellent adventure style content or
you're
like
to the scared content creators, bro.
Well, again.
Bro, people might do it, but I don't feel that they're doing it the right way.
Well, yeah, that's
maybe.
That,
but if I said that on 140 characters, then I would have got penalized, right? That's the reason why with what I said I feel like there's a big hole in it because when I look at Tekken 8 reactions, I see a few people doing it. Don't get me wrong, I see the people that are doing it from big to small. I like to watch everyone's, and sometimes I comment on the smaller channels. They will see my comment on there, right? But
King J comment, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it because I actually do what I say. There's channels with 2,000 subscribers and they will be reacting, and I'll be like, oh, like I'll watch their reaction and I'll then leave a comment. But what I'm trying to say is there's a big void in it because there needs to be way more. Like if Tekken 8 has a I don't know, like a character trailer drop, there should be loads of people. There's everyone watching it. There's everyone doing their tap 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 tap. Bro, you're watching it, set up OBS, watch it, react, throw it up. You don't even need an intro and outro. I don't even do intros and outros to my videos anymore when it's reactions. Record it, slap it up.
Do you think it's worth it though? Like if loads of people did the same, if we take the reaction part, right?
I do.
So if a lot of people do that, I know there's no way of like calculating that. Oh, well, if 20 people do it over 5, then the viewership's going to be shared out, right? There's no way of working it out because you could say, well, if everyone's doing it, the people that are either got the most clout or the best production, they're going to lose viewerships because they're going to come across the other people first.
Okay.
I don't think that's an argument, but I feel the quality would be more important than the quantity. Like I would rather have 5 people that everyone's going to see do the reaction than 50 people and then all the people, all the viewers get split between those. I don't know which one's better.
I gotta say something. Right. I gotta say, let me. I've got it on my.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. Imagine now there's loads of food restaurants, yeah, and I wanna make food. I'm really good at making food. I wanna start my restaurant. Do I then say, all right, there's loads of food restaurants there. Maybe it's saturated. Maybe I shouldn't start. Or do I actually try and actually see where this goes? Because think about it, right? There's a lot of people that do reactions and stuff now. Some of them might not get views, but then there might be just that one video, that one, I don't know, Feng Wei trailer that might get, I don't know, 4,000 views. And the reason why this is crazy, of what I'm saying, is because one of my friends done an Azucena trailer and that's on 10,000 views, right? Like the other ones probably didn't do as well. But that Azucena Tekken 8 trailer done really well. Done more than mine. I didn't even get 10,000. I got like somewhere like a couple thousand. His one got 10,000. And his channel was not on the same size as mine. Which is why I'm saying, when I see these things and when I'm saying these things, maybe to people that are, you know, their experience with content creation, they might be looking at me thinking, he's engaging for, like, he's trying to look for engagements. No, it's definitely not that. I have people that I talk to in different circles just trying to figure out what is going on in this content creation world. And like, I always try to understand what other people, what their mindset is, how they're trying to do things. And I honestly believe if people actually continue and be consistent, like, they would be a lot more further. Another prime example is Born Free, when he was interviewing all the players. That content is golden. There's no one really doing it like that. I don't even know if anyone could ever do it like that. His English voice, and the way how he speaks like the Queen's English. Like, he's asking the questions that people want to hear. Like, his channel coming back, if he continued, he would be way far right now, because content creation in the COVID era, like, everyone's doing content now. Imagine if Punk decided, like, I'm not going to do content, or Justin Wong and all these people. Remember, they all done content during the COVID era, and they're all past 100,000 now. Kizzy K included as well. They've probably done it a bit before, but it really started to spiral because they were really pushing around that era. If everyone else continued and everyone else just kept on doing what they're doing and kept the consistency, I do believe there will be a lot more eyes on the scene, and I do believe a lot more channels will be successful.
To be fair, though, those people already had an audience.
That's also true, but then there's people that have audiences for Tekken, that are creating content now, and their channel's not growing like how their channel is now. There we go.
I'll be honest. Even from my perspective, the COVID era, that was probably one of the biggest years for me to push numbers wise.
Likewise.
Overall. But I will say another way to measure that, there was a channel called, I think he's still around, but he does it for other things now.
Mm-hmm.
So why it's good to have people put out their reactions is because there's channels that like to make compilations of everybody reacting at the same time. This is how reaction channels grow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And reaction channels, what he does is like the Tekken reveal, like the Smash one, right? I got a lot of people that liked fighting games come to me. They were like, yo, I saw the Rage Knowledge video. And I was the first one in the Smash reveal. I was like, I know that lava because that was the last, because not to be sobby, but that was the last thing me and my granddad paid before, he got hit with COVID. And I was like, is that Tekken? And like, I knew that before we saw Kazi or anything like that. He's like, how was you the only one to catch that in that reveal trailer? And I just instantly know how Bandai does lava in their games. I've seen it so much, right? So I was like, is that Tekken? And then everybody's like coming to here. So in a way, those compilation videos adds another way of traffic. I've seen reaction videos for me go from like 1,000 to 2,000, which I'm like, all right, that's fine for me. I'm cool. It's a reaction video, right? But then I've seen some after the Rage Knowledge video spread more people to watch my full reaction as well. And I think if we have a better ecosystem of more people seeing it, more people outside are going to start noticing those types of content and start looking into the scene, right? One beautiful thing about Tekken 8, at least, I know a couple Kingdom Hearts YouTubers are uploading Tekken 8 reactions, right? Because the trailers and the stuff look so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think overall, if more people put in, it's better to at least try to put in or put out that reaction. It doesn't need to be the most edited thing in the world. Because to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, and I strongly believe this, some of the best content on YouTube doesn't need to be edited. The most important thing for content is audio, and then number 2 is having a message that leads throughout the video. A statement could take a video further than a person editing 10 hours with 30 different transitions every minute or so. Some of the biggest videos still are like that. You got people like that don't even have audiences. I watched a video the other day that dude just literally talked about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. He did no editing but just spliced the trailer and then let it repeat, and that video has 12K views. No editing. And he literally said, yeah, I just did this like an hour ago. And just threw it up.
Alright, cool. Comes back to personality. That's what it does. It comes back to personality. So this topic is very interesting because again, no matter what we say, it all comes down to
Yeah.
people want to watch the person for their personality. A reaction is a personality. Can we both agree to that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
agree.
yeah, you don't watch a trailer. You watch a reaction because you want to see your favorite person react to the trailer. Otherwise, you just watch a trailer.
There
See,
we.
but I also noticed, and this is something I've been noticing from my bubble. A lot of kids, they don't ever watch the trailer. They type in trailer reaction. Like
Yep.
my nieces and my little brother does this. They will not watch the actual trailer. They will watch somebody's reaction
Wild.
because it gives them an emotion, right, with the thing they're excited for. Because a lot of people want the instant gratification and
Smart.
the idea of seeing, all right, somebody like what I like. Oh, this is gonna be fire, and then they watch it. They watching it alongside them.
I'm not gonna lie. I did the same with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah.
So I knew that Maximilian is a big fan of Final Fantasy. So I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna watch his reaction before I even saw the main video, because it was just like, oh, I want to see how he feels about the stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're in that generation. As much as it, like, I'm 34 in it, so I'm from the old school kind of. I'm old school enough to know, yeah, I could watch a trailer and not care what anyone else thinks. But then I'm from an era where it's like I'm in the old school, but yeah, I'm on this digital age now where you have to watch your favorite content creator to see how they're reacting to things. You have to watch other people to kind of see, to learn from content wise how reactions can be successful, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense you doing it. Like I don't do it, but I also don't create content. So it makes sense. When it comes to like content, I am like probably part of the minority where I care way more about the context of the information. I don't care who does it as long as it's like you said, audible. If I can hear it, that's all you need to do. Like you're talking English and I can understand it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's in the background. I'm here to listen. But again, that's not what most people want when they're looking on YouTube. So I get it. And I would say it's super hard to find content outside of your bubble, unless the algorithm's kind of like recommending you, like, oh, you like Maximilian's video. He does a podcast with Justin Wong, so you might like Justin Wong's reaction as well. Like the algorithm will do that for you, but it's not going to go down any further, right? It's always going to stay within that kind of bubble. So unless you're actively going out trying to find other creators, which is almost impossible for fighting games, I don't know where you would go to find out.
But this is what I was saying about fighting game blog. This is what I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
Because
I agree with you.
Because
I agree with you.
everyone was saying, oh, there's event hubs, but event hubs only does
Nah.
what is, like, say for example, someone's tier list. Like someone has the top players, their tier list. Okay, that'll be posted. So a trailer that will be posted. But we don't have something where there's like where we have like this FGC hub. Someone could take the name because I'm not gonna do it. I'm too busy. But like a hub of, like, I don't know, let's say for example you done a tier list and then someone else done a tier list. You can kind of match them together. This is what C4IQ said, but then this is what Leffinen said. Oh, but then how would you match it together? Who do you think is the right it's correct? Like, we don't have stuff like that. And then we don't have stuff like, like, say for example there's a new character trailer and someone's done a blog post about it, and it's like, oh, here are the 4 people that done their reactions. Like, you can even just throw in someone that's just not got the same amount of subscribers as me or Avatar Yaya. It could be someone that's on, like, I don't know, 200 subscribers. So then that way you're helping them out because you're matching them along with everyone else. So then it kind of pulls them up. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yep, there's nothing like that that I can think of. Like SRK, maybe some people could say that was close, but that was obviously like a free-for-all, right? It was a forum. And if you didn't check on the day that it was posted, you'd probably miss it.
That's what I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to say. We need something where they kind of showcase other people. Like, the one thing I can say, like, to content creators that that may be like not on the 1,000+ subscribers and they're starting out and stuff, I would say definitely jump on the reactions, man. The reactions definitely does carry the channel. Like, when I do reactions, even up until this day, if I do a reaction and I hear at that sweet spot, and I'll tell you where the sweet spot is, because it's worked for me in the past. The sweet spot is when it's just released. Now, just hear me out here. When I done Azucena, it took me 2 days to do it, right? And my views wasn't that great on it. But every other time when I've done Feng's one was good. When I've done Leroy's it was inevitable because like everyone really knows that I use the character. But if there's a character like, you know, Jin is, I don't play Jin, but Jin, I done it right where the sweet spot is, and I got 5-figure views. Like all those characters, as soon as it released, and you want to know the best way how I found out on Twitter when it was? It's because I put notifications on for Bandai Namco or Tekken. So anytime when something comes out and it's just released, boom, I get the notification. I don't have no notifications on anything else on social media on my phone. But that notification, as soon as I know that it's there, oh, there's a character trailer, and I've got notifications on their YouTube too. So I'll get it straight to my phone. And if I'm around the studio, yeah, guaranteed that's a reaction, and guaranteed I'm gonna get views. Like it's not even I can shake hands with anyone and say I guarantee this is gonna get 5 figures. I can guarantee. It's just about the sweet spot and the time. It needs to be so close to the upload, because what happens is the algorithm keeps refreshing and seeing who's got content, keeps seeing who's got content like this, who gets views on their previous type of stuff that matches their content, and there's more other technical stuff to it, but it's yeah.
So I have a cheat code, right? When Tekken first was coming out, I had a group of homies. They've been in the chat. Shout out to Ghost of Third Strike, Edo, Soulless Soul. Like, we get together and we like, all right, it's Tuesday, it's 9 a.m. We finna record this and we finna just throw it up. And the reason why, for people that don't know why those videos pop off like that, if you don't know, YouTube, like he says, the algorithm is refreshing the data for that. But also, YouTube is like, oh, that's why when you see those reactions go up, if you ever do one as fast within that hour, you will notice the click-through rate is super high, because people are also like how the kids would be. Oh man, this new trailer out. They'll see the announcement. Like I've seen like my niece like see like a new character get revealed in like Nick All-Star Brawl 2, and she won't even go for that. She will wait till somebody else uploads their reaction and watch that first, right? And it's just constantly refreshing, and people are clicking to see what in the world are you talking about. Because the faster you get it out, the higher you get pushed up with the trailer. So that's why that usually works like that.
All right, so we got here comes a new challenger right now. We got Fairy Fighter that's gonna come through. Again, like I said, I always like to let people on. It's not really a thing of like, again, everyone just says yes to me and you listen to me, or else that's it. I want to hear what he's saying. He said he disagrees. I'm super interested to hear his views. I've DM'd you my my Discord. Jump in, we'll add you in, we'll get it started, but we're gonna pause it from there. Just